This is a real chain of events here. No pun intended.
Concentrating current. Sakura, is this how it all ends? You're 800 damage.
Oh my god! Not the second match but he's amazing.
Oh, that's so weak. No delays, no Sphere Karibos. Taz can Levica goes into the lane. Stickers takes it back.
And hello everyone, welcome to this match, welcome to the week 2 of Duel Links Team Wars. Sun Clan versus RAFFLESIA ID, and of course I'm your host Aankara for today, but I'm not alone. As always, I'm gonna be joined by, this time, novomortuus.
Hello, just waking up. I thought I'd be waking up by now, but apparently not.
So we are gonna be diving in soon. I'm just gonna join the room pretty soon, and the players are gonna start. Everything is normally fine. Please let me know, of course, if like there is any problem. The sound is, if the in-game sound is too loud, if you don't hear novomortuus enough, etc., etc. But yeah, just joining the room. I think Novo, you already have the room, right?
Right, I'm in the room.
Okay, so
Looks like we have L4 versus Anthox. They haven't started yet, but
yep,
that's what we're gonna look forward to.
Indeed, I'm just gonna join this. Finally, someone who does it right. Yeah, Xerox, I try my best. Up, joining, and perfect. So we are in the room. The players are there. I guess we can say let's get started with this match. Well, the first match of the day, I believe. I think there was already 1 or 2 matches on Friday, though, for this week. But this is the first match of Saturday, so Sun Clan versus RAFFLESIA ID. Let's see how it goes.
Some names I recognize on Sun Clan, not really from RAFFLESIA, but I'll recognize them later.
Yeah, so RAFFLESIA, we already casted them last week. They were versus Bricks and Potatoes, and they did a pretty good performance. They lost at the end, sadly, but they did a pretty good job. So let's see if this time they can come out on top.
It's like we have a Shizu versus Shizu.
Yeah, pretty safe starters, I would say, depending of course on the decks, but like Shiranuis or Dark Magicians usually using Ichizu are 2 safe starters, I'd say, in Team Wars. But we see a pretty big brick, I believe, from Eltor, except if this is some weird deck, but
If that's not a level 2 tuner, that's gonna be some trouble.
yeah.
Even then, it's not great.
No, that's not great, because that means probably a handful of monster, which is definitely not ideal.
All monsters and no Squire or we're seeing a Skull. That's interesting. Or just no Ritual Beast?
Yeah, maybe just Ritual Beast. Okay, that'll be interesting, because then Winda is definitely not a bad thing. Winda is definitely actually a good start. So we'll see. No, and it's not Shira versus Shira. Eventually, it's Ritual Beast. Ritual Beast, pretty, I'd say, like confident start to start with Ritual Beast as first deck, but let's see how it works. It's a pretty good deck, like, to work through back row, like stuff like, I don't know, Findish Chain, Floodgate, Canadia. You don't really care that much about these kind of stuff, so
Makes you just contact in and contact out.
yeah, exactly. So let's see. Here, I think there is a big delay, of course, on the Entox side, because it's like, okay, is any of my 3 back row any good here? Can I do anything? That's really a problem in this matchup. It's really like you want to use your back row at a specific time, like you said. As long as they can tag out, you cannot do much. But if you wait for the good timing, there will be a moment where they cannot tag out anymore because the monster will already been used to special summon and everything. So you have to wait for the good opportunity. The problem is you don't always have this timing.
I'm just happy there's there. I guess it'd be infinite loops if they're not once per turn or just special summons or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, thank God.
Just how long that turn will be.
Oh, to be honest, when I'm in tournament and like, cause tournaments are late for me usually, and then when I'm in a tournament and I see like a Ritual Beast turn 1 and having the full combo, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's the moment where I make my cappuccino, and I just come back after like 2 minutes, and usually it starts my turn.
Fair enough.
I used to have the same strategy with Spellbook, so all fine. Just main, yeah, of course, Divine Wrath, main it, yeah, of course. And yeah, the graphism of the stream is very cool indeed. Thanks to Katanora and Sharon for this. They made an awesome layer, an awesome layout, an awesome overlay. And transitions, my god, transition. Oh, and we're seeing here the floodgate. And this is a good timed floodgate.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, he can't tag out there. Yeah.
Oh, and the Cosmic Cyclone, that's pretty huge. Getting rid of a Ritual Beast return, so that's also pretty interesting indeed. No Mortal can resist. Well, No Mortal is not that useful in the matchup though, because most of the useful Ritual Beasts are banished. Usually when they're in the grave, that's where like they're basically dead as a resource. Not all the time, but most of the time.
I'm just imagining a Mind of the Plana just getting rid of all those for just one time.
Oh, it would be so fun. That would be so cool. Mind of Plana is a really cool skill, especially when like someone asks you like, so what's the condition to activate this? None. Like just do it.
Where did my cards go? To another dimension.
Yeah.
I.e. the pack you pulled them from.
Yeah. Imagine this like in a Spindle like or TCG format where you just take the like Banish Pine and just throw it on the floor. Like, yeah, it's gone.
God.
So here we are seeing, of course, the Squire. That's pretty cool. We always want to see that as a Shiranui player. It's gonna allow him pretty cool synchros here. The question is, can he go into OTK? Because he has now Samurai Saga on the field, plus the Arcfiend Zombie Skull. But I think that's as much as he can do for this turn.
Did he have the level 8 access is my question, because I don't remember his restrictions, his requirements.
Yeah, he couldn't, here he couldn't do
I don't
level
remember if he asked for a Shiranui or not, I don't remember. I guess I'm gonna chat now.
Yeah, no, I mean here anyway he couldn't go level 8, that's for sure.
Okay.
Because he had no levels. I mean he could have gone. He could have gone for level 8, I think.
Yeah, that was the option to consider.
Yeah, he could have gone for level 8. I guess he just decided to chill with the Zombie Skull. Yeah, that's usually the problem when you play with Ritual Beast, is like, if your combo gets broken, basically, then you're just left with one monster usually, and it's hard to start the combos back again. And here we're just seeing exactly this happening. Antox with a perfectly timed floodgate, and he's now just getting rid of the monsters. Also, pretty smart thing, he didn't attack last turn because he knew he didn't need to, and could have triggered the normal roll can resist for no reason. So Antox taking first game.
Notable, he is running the Archfiend and the Hades, which suggests maybe he's cut a Synchro somewhere. Maybe it's level 8 cut. I don't know.
Yeah. No. I mean, he runs the usual thing, right? Like he runs 80s, he runs the skull, so he has both the protection for destruction and the negation of effect. So I think he just played
one or the other. The only thing notable about that.
Yeah. Well, if you play, I mean, if in the extra deck you play both, that means you're only gonna be able to play like two Sun Saga or like I mean, either you don't play the level 7 Synchro, which is usually what people go for right now. I don't think they play the level 7 anymore, except some people still do. And other than that, you can play like double Sun Saga or double forgot the names, Shogun Saga.
Alright, looks like there was no repeat, but they're back on the table and going.
Yep. I'm just gonna have to get used to changing these decks and everything on the overlay. It will take time, guys, but I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Oh, it could be a different deck, but I don't see a repeat being announced, so that's a problem. It's not. So I missed something.
Oh, well, it's not.
We'll see.
Yeah, potentially it's just yeah, we don't have a repeat information, so it's probably a second deck. So again, it's Shizu. We're gonna see about with what.
Oh, okay. Got rid. Fair enough.
Oh,
Safe to say they're not the same deck.
Cosmic Cyclone. Rip. That hurts. Yep. Dark
To be a
Magician
DM that
going
didn't
second.
open the combo, maybe?
Yeah, well,
Granted, the circle of getting cosmic kind of stops the combo, but...
yeah, definitely hurts. But I mean, if he still has navigation, it's okay. Cool thing, he runs a Samurai Skull, which is actually pretty cool in the matchup because you cannot banish it. It's pretty annoying. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But yeah, definitely the Cosmic Cyclone was pretty clutch here. Prevented the circle search, and on top of that, there is no banish. It's pretty cool.
I'm with Swag on this one. I want to see a straight flush one time.
Yeah, me too. Like, he's waiting on... I mean, if it was this, he wouldn't be waiting that long, but it would be cool. I've seen some people citing straight flush in tournaments, and it's pretty funny to see when it triggers. The most funniest part probably is the instant scoop of the opponent.
Going after that 17 looks like. They're going to try to.
Yep. I really like the Samurai Skull thing, because this allows you to like play around so many things in the current meta, and it's, I think, pretty as good as Gozuki, I'd say, and even better in this current meta. I'm really liking Samurai Skull over Gozuki at the moment. But yeah, and on top of that, the Cosmic Cyclone, I mean, puts him to 3,000, so even if he took 1,700 here, no mortal can resist for Elthor.
Right, that's useful to note.
So let's see. That's usually the problem with DM. I mean, you get your circle banished, you don't have the search. If you don't have Rod, that's usually the situation.
I mean, your deck is essentially that opening combo. It's like, what do you do if you don't have it?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's what I like and hate at the same time about Dark Magician. Is the combo is amazing. If you don't have it,
Well, I like it's a very quick deck to play on ladder because people just fold the combo and it wins quick either way.
yeah. Definitely on ladder, it's cool, and it performs great in tournaments. I mean, because this combo is devastating. So let's see. It was just a simple pass for Elthor. So let's see if Antox want to go any more aggressive by summoning another monster and threatening lethal, or is he just not gonna attack? Okay, so not even wanting to trigger the no mortal, but this time we are seeing a navigation. So let's see, we're seeing from the right, so that's the card he drew probably, and the Dark Magician, what is he gonna summon with him?
That would be the card he drew since he didn't search or anything, so his hand didn't shuffle.
Yeah. I was just unsure, like, if he could have like taken on purpose the attack last turn, but there was no reason. And anyway, yeah, it's the card he drew. Okay, Floodgate.
We'll
On
hit
the
one of them.
second. Yep. Yeah, that's the cool thing about navigation, is you don't summon both monster at the same time. You summon one and then the other.
Right, and technically, if you can't summon the second one, you summon the first one anyway.
Yep.
In the case where you got to take two navs. I you resolve as much as possible, I believe it's the word. That's how it works.
Okay, so no protection here. So now there is a navigation in the graveyard. That means there is one negate. Minimum one negate. So out of the two sets, Antox has to be really careful. He needs to force something out before, or he's just gonna go for a Synchro 6. And let's see.
Why is there a Samurai Skull on the screen? Well, it's because he's playing it.
Yep. Yep. It's actually fake. I just edited this, and it's gonna stay.
It
the
was
whole
a
turn.
Gozuki. He just didn't use the effect earlier, and we're that great with Photoshop or whatever. That great at editing. Do it live.
Yeah, I just changed like in-game's file, and basically now Gozuki looks like Samurai Skull. Nope.
You just swapped the pictures. That's what you did.
Yeah. Just look at this. I mean,
It's actually probably easier, a lot easier to do than what I was describing.
I mean, it's actually cool in the matchup versus DM. Like, that's the one thing I give to Samurai Skull, is that it's cool because you cannot destroy him, or like you cannot banish it because it just triggers its effect. So that's understandable.
I choose to believe the latter, Wower. It could be
Yeah.
both, though, but no. The latter, at least, is true.
Yeah. I mean, Antox is actually known for being someone who doesn't put much money in the game, right? For instance, he usually, well, I mean, for the KC Cup, for instance, he was playing like, he did a pretty good job, like at 60, 70k, with like decks that were like Chiranuis and Element Sabers that were lacking some back row that usually people play because he didn't have them. So
I vaguely recall him being, budget on Odyssey. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I vaguely remember it.
oh, let's go. Shogun Saga just going off. I'm gonna try to go for the level 10 here, most likely. But 3 back row on the other side, so... I mean, there are so many things that can prevent the level 10 summon here. Like a Void Trapple would be annoying. So many things would be annoying.
Well, with 2 pops, if not. Or up to 2, I guess. I guess you could return 1 if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but you could.
Oh, Clash. Okay, so that's gonna lower the attack for sure. Still gonna get rid of 2 cards.
I wonder, if you listed squad that, could you return itself back?
No, you can't. It's only cards from the graveyard, I believe.
Or be in the graveyard because you sent it with a Ballista squad.
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking out loud. I actually don't know what happens there because I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh well, talking about Void Trapple, Prismatic, sir. Okay. I mean that's cool because it's probably the only the only monster you can Void Trapple, but yeah, the navigation is gonna come off.
It is a Dark Magician.
And there is still another navigation in the grave now that was destroyed by the Sun Saga effect.
Arguably just as good because you clogged the back row, or clogged the monster stones.
But yep, Floodgate now, okay. Thing is now, the Magician is gonna come back, so he's at 2,500. But the 2 other monsters are Floodgated, so sure he can negate the back row, but he can't lethal here. Oh, Circle.
Add DM 1 time. Or 2 expanded, I guess that works too. I've seen that done. I've seen that done yesterday, actually.
Oh, Dark Magician, yeah, that's probably gonna be it here. He's just gonna double tribute the 2 Floodgated monsters. And I think we will call this a GG. Hashtag not coaching. Yeah, Ballista not doing anything.
Oh, he could have done the play I was describing where he tributes. I don't think it was good, but he could have done the play where he tributes the level 10. Then we find out can he in fact pop 3 back row by returning the level 10 back to the extra deck.
That would have been funny.
I would have closed it.
For science.
Yes.
And 1 in Kuribo is not enough. And this is game for Elthor here. Bring it back to 1-1.
I know it's not necessarily like the greatest thing, but I do like the different artworks and like of the same card. Technically, it's not the greatest for a TCG, certainly from a TCG perspective, it's not what you want to be doing with your cards. You don't want different rarities in your cards.
Yeah, I know.
So you don't reveal, accidentally reveal, I have 2, I'm running 2 of them or whatever. Granted, it's Dark Magician, they assume you're running 3 Dark Magician, but I mean, the other cards, I mean.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I mean, but it's still cool for flexing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I do that for my Blue Eyes. I have every single different artworks for my Blue Eyes deck.
I guess it's not assumed from the get-go that you're running 3 of it, maybe because they're using the same artwork. Or the same, foil. This is advice I will ignore myself, but just saying.
True, true, true.
If you want to give yourself the most advantage, you want to use the same foiling on all your cards so they can't read how many you have easily.
And so here we go. Third match. Antox versus Elthor. And Antox, yeah, playing his 2 favorite decks. Shiranui, followed up by Element Sabers, of course.
This suggests a Cockatus. Yeah, turn on Cockatus. There we go.
Yep. Probably the best thing you can do. Simply summon this.
The only thing that could be better is a Lapulia with 3 back row that were all protected, plus the field spell.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing.
Lapulia on its own is not good enough. You need to protect that too. Then it's just devastating. But still, the second best route is good too. Particularly since it doesn't look like he opened any back row protect.
Yeah, that's not the best thing, but I mean, it's still Casiris, right? So.
Right.
It's like. Element Saber has so many, outs to everything. I mean, if you're against a deck that uses a lot of effects, Kaliga. If you're against a deck that has hard time dealing with big monsters and has, destruction and target stuff, Casiris. And if you just wanna OTK through anything, you just go Purgatrio. So yeah.
Right, they're a deck who can grind through a lot of things, which is part of the reason they survive without Cosmic. Although I have seen one cause 2. I think it's wrong, but I've seen 2 field spells and a Cosmic on ladder. I'll give them credit. I don't see the Cosmic coming, but I think you want that field spell.
Yep. No, definitely. I mean, I really don't like the Cosmic thing. I mean, you usually really want to have the 3 field spell. I mean, this card is way too good. Okay. So we're gonna see a Dark Magic Curtain. So that does 2 things. Well, first, the only thing I can banish is the field spell, but on top of that, it triggers no mortal can resist. So every single turn.
Never mind.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's pretty huge.
Okay, that's yeah. Uh-oh.
You better have the expanded, and then
Yeah,
even then you want to use the expanded on the Cockatus, so
yeah, this is pretty tough because of course it's chain, and Chaos Hunter says that.
granted there's also an Alistair in hand, so you need double expand in that case.
Yeah, and it says your opponent cannot banish cards, so of course it's done in the chain, so it prevents the circle from banishing the field spell, which is definitely pretty annoying. But at least battle phase is skipped, which, well, there is that, I'd say. And we're seeing a navigation now. Still no possibility to banish, but at least it's bringing on the field 2 other monsters.
Does he run a tuner? I wonder what would help you here.
I guess the
I
tuner.
guess Aya's at this point, or the yeah, Clash isn't gonna help you.
Multiple expended.
Yes,
Yeah, I guess. I see only that.
that's a lot of work you have to put in with cards, though.
Yeah.
Also, his Nav's dead too, which isn't helpful.
Okay, that's a pretty sad turn from Airthor. Hey, look at my big monsters in defense.
Implying they would side in Team Wars with Buns.
Yeah. I mean, the Cow Center could make sense because you start with Shiranui. So if you go with Shiranui first, you can have the idea that, oh wait, one of my bad matchup is clearly Dark Magician, because if Dark Magician goes first, he can banish one card, then like he negates one of my back row. It's super annoying for Shiranui. So having a second deck that's teched for the matchup versus Dark Magician, to me, makes sense.
It does. E-Sabers can go against Dark Magician, but it's not necessarily favorable. But Chaos Hunter certainly helps.
Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, yep. That's it. That is it. So, yeah. Pretty good game from Antox. I mean, simply consider turn 1 into Chaos Hunter. Not much that could be done from Elthor here. And so we are gonna wait for the next player from RAFFLESIA ID.
So at least they took one game. It's really really unfortunate when you go 0-2 as your starter, and then it's like, oh, now you're behind by 2 games from the get-go.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not optimal when that happens. So at least they have a game. They're able. That's always the cool thing, of course, is you are gonna send something right now that beats Lemon Saber. You saw the tech, so something that banish is probably not the best idea. But I mean, the problem with Element Saber is that this deck kind of has the answer for everything on the planet. He has to draw it, of course, but this is the kind of deck that can a bit like face everything, I'd say.
Right. They're the thing they have trouble, like, there's only like one deck I can think of off the top of my head that they have a lot of trouble with dealing with, and that would be the SSA deck. Even then, we've seen last week, that's not impossible to do.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, we saw Andy last week, like with Christian SSA also. Yeah, managing pretty well an Element Saber matchup. So it's definitely good. SSA gives a big boost, especially because no Cosmic Cyclone from Element Sabers. Well, except they face what you see sometimes with like a 1 Cosmic Cyclone and 2 Field Spell, but other than that, usually no real ways. I mean, the Chaos Center is an issue, of course, because it prevents part of the SSA, but still, it's not that big of an issue.
Right. One thing I like is, like, if you think they're out of Amatrix or can't go into it, just putting the Caucus into attack can be pretty big, because like they can't like impact you.
Yeah.
That's rely on the pretty big if that they're out of Amatrix.
Yeah, it's also I mean, it also plays around the Field Spell, right? Because the Field Spell, the Christian traps, right?
Well, that's what impact is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the logic behind that.
So let's see. They got some times, right? Of course, as always, there's like a long duration, I would say, overall for the players, for the teams to decide who they send next, and it's for the whole war. So basically, you have to use this overall amount of time to pick your players. So you can take more time for like one decision than the other, but at the end you have to stay within a certain margin.
I remember on tip when I wasn't playing, I would like sometimes check in, see how it's going, and see that we're almost out of time. I was like, this was like consistent. Like, how are we out of time?
Yeah, that happens. Happens. I mean, trust me, with Chila, sometimes we're like, okay, who are we sending now? How much time do you have? 20 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be AL or AL, but I guess it's AL. I have no idea.
I'm not sure what that symbol is, but it's on.
Yep. And Duel as well is on. So let's go.
Not today, I guess, Poppy Master.
Yep, not today. You can see both rosters, both lineups for the day here. And okay, so yeah, and Talk still at the top. They did not swap on me. Thank you guys. AL, let's go.
I'm guessing this is a Shira?
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
sad because
yeah.
when I see this, I'm always like hoping for balance and then seeing like DDD, but I'm probably the only guy left with like Luke Tyler who is hype about this deck.
I
So
was thinking Luke Tyler because I've seen him play that deck.
yeah.
And
Well, we're basically talking about the deck every day, but like yeah, but DDD's in a tough spot right now.
I love these, like the idea of the deck in a TCG. Like, I'm a little sad. I don't think it translated to the
No, it's
Duel
lacking.
Links on release.
It's lacking stuff, but I mean the biggest problem for DDD was also that it was brought in a pretty bad box. I mean, except DDD, there is literally nothing worth it in the last box, to be honest. I mean, Malefic, I guess Malefic Blue Eyes, okay, this from Blue Eyes, but that's it. But
He
other
has
than
cards
that,
that could be good later, like Misk as a chat's pointing out.
yeah, of course. For later stuff, yeah, definitely. Even the cyber stuff can be good in the future, but right now it was pretty like underwhelming, I'd say. So not many people went for DDD, and I mean I'm having pretty good results overall in tournaments with it, and look as well. So it's a pretty good deck. It has like plays against a bit everything in the meta. Just of course when not many people play a deck, it's hard, I guess, to figure out if it's a good deck or not and to motivate all the people to do it. But anyway, we're just seeing another Shiro. Whoa, okay.
Econ take. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
here.
actually cool because it goes around the Fiendish chain, so invocation still goes through. Oh, and this, yeah, and of course going to attack. And this is, well, this is lethal because there is, I mean, hopefully there is a Kuribo, but he can just go Purgatrio.
With the monster, you didn't even use it. Just you have a monster.
Purgatrio gonna get back the Alistair. And yeah, this is potentially lethal right there.
If not, you're still in a good spot. So.
Kuribo, no Kuribo, no Kuribo, and this is game.
Quick and easy game. One thing about DDs I was sad about was that they for TCG I know them as being a notorious combo deck, and I don't think that like a very difficult deck to pick up and play. I don't think that really translated over to Duel Links. It's not yet.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think, like, I'd say DDD is in a okay spot right now in Duel Links, but it's lacking like some of the boss monsters. Of course, all the pendulum summon that because in the TCG the pendulum summons are one of the things that's super annoying for players to deal with, because if you try to block the first combo of the DDD, which is kind of what we have right now in Duel Links, I'd say. In Duel Links, you're pretty blocked. I mean, you tried your first combo, it was prevented in the middle, that's it. In the TCG, you can then go for your pendulum stuff, summon more monsters, go different combos. So, well, now there's some like limited, semi-limited stuff in the mix, of course, but the idea of DDD, not counting the battle list, is that you can do so many stuff in one turn that it's pretty hard to like just break one combo and end your opponent's turn.
It does feel like the first wave of DDs, I do say. But anyway, we're on to the next game.
Yep. And Antox is like 3-1 now, pretty good with like his two, like I said, his two favorite decks. No surprises here.
It depends if you count that invoked deck that would go like they got like Clash Limited, where it would, I forget some of the cards limited, where it would go like Black Rose into Mountain Lundica for game. That was a deck for a while and then it got hit.
Oh, and a replay was used. A replay
That's good to know.
Repeat,
Yeah, that
repeat
makes
used
sense, yeah.
by repeat used by RAFFLESIA, which makes sense definitely. So RAFFLESIA replaying with a better start, definitely deciding not to go for the synchro. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about Scrap Invoked. That was the deck I was thinking of.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting that he didn't go into the synchro turn 1. Not coaching, but I think Antox and everybody figures out why he didn't do that. So we'll see how this turn goes. Antox again with the Aleister turn 1. Can he go into something right away with the card in his hand? No, he decides to end phase.
Sets 2 back row first. I usually like to set my back row afterwards.
Yeah.
So in theory, I could have set the invocation, although I normally wouldn't. But you know.
Here we go. We're just seeing a synchro on this turn now. So
Although
playing
if he
it.
did set an invocation anyway, I'd be surprised. I mean, like you said, level 6 comes out.
Yeah, Samurai Saga on the field. Sadly now, yeah, Floodgate gun trigger. The Spectral Soul was sent to the graveyard this turn, not the last turn, since he decided to not synchro, which is pretty smart, of course, versus Invoked, because then you don't give fuel for the Purgatrio. Though now you do, but I guess at some point you have to, right? Oh, okay. Or you just ignore it and you Lancia.
Kenny, if you don't know if you should summon from hand.
Yep. No,
I do
nothing.
like doing that with in E-Sabers, is just setting myself up so I can like fuse with the board, or I can fuse with my hand. Either way, if you had the lance.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think maybe here he really didn't have the play, or he has like another invocation and think it's okay, but like he just lost one of his invocations, so not optimal. And I mean, I guess it was sort of obvious, because if he didn't go for the synchro turn 1 and then goes like, oh, okay, now I can synchro, that means he's not afraid of his monster being banished, most likely. So let's see.
Either he thought it was forced with his draw, or he thought it was secure. In this case, he thought it was secure.
Oh, and we're seeing the Chaos Center here.
Fortunately, there's not a palace up, so I think we can say the Alistair is not in hand, because he would have been forced to make a Purg or a Kaliga earlier.
Yeah, Chaos is annoying, but I mean, in the state right now, it's not horrible, because there are no. I mean, the banish always comes from like the graveyard stuff. Here, he already did the banish thing, so of course there's a squire effect discarding. Okay, discarding the Shiranui Spirit Master, which here we could say that Chaos Center is annoying because, well, you can't banish the Spirit Master to get his effect. But I mean, still 3 sets, right?
Yeah. And I doubt any of them are set Lancia, although I've done it myself. It's like, oh, I have multiple, and it's actually not a bad idea to set one in case they pop it.
Yeah, here, I mean, I still like the odds for AL here, because 3 sets, it's always a pretty good thing. I would be surprised if there is like none that can deal with the Chaos Center. So, let's see how it goes.
I mean, if all 3 backer are dead, that's a rough spot to be in.
Yeah, of course, yeah, definitely. But
Also, I'd ask, what are your backer with it that are all not functional or whatever?
yeah. I mean, the floodgate missed timing, so if there are floodgates, that's annoying, because like the Chaos Center was chained. So.
Oh, second Lancia.
Yep.
There's like
Oh,
it.
hello. Well, there was one.
Still pretty important to get that invocation off.
Yeah, because then you can keep looping now, so it's actually fine. Just
Yeah,
forcing
I don't know
stuff.
how I feel about it. Bonds, maybe I don't know what the line looks like, but I don't know how I feel about the E-Saber Shiro matchup.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of. I mean, it feels weird that they have only this. See what I mean?
I
Like,
guess his logic was Lancia. That certainly helps, but
yeah. I mean, again, Chaos Hunter is annoying because, like, let's say you have other options to counter. You need something that doesn't rely on banish like crazy. Like, for instance, you're like, oh yeah, I don't know, we could bring my Thunder Dragon. Chaos Hunter.
yeah, I agree it's evenish. That's what I don't like about it. Is like, oh, it could go either way.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want a harder counter, particularly early on.
Yeah, yeah, to me, yeah, this matchup is pretty... Well, I agree. It's evenish, like Megan, you said. Okay, so we're seeing the gold sarcophagus. Nice Fiendish chain, of course, that now allows all the banish and stuff. And here we go. We're gonna see a level 8, probably, if no disruption from Antox's side. Level 8 being lethal here.
Nope,
well,
not anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, that'll stop it.
Yep.
And it would not have been lethal, I do believe, because you could not banish from graveyard.
Well, you wait. I think
You get no attack boost because of the Chaos Hunter.
no, but Chaos Hunter is Fiendish chain, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Good point.
So that's why he was able to gold sarcophagus, because otherwise
I
he
just saw
wouldn't have
Chaos Hunter on the board, and it's like, oh, he can't vanish.
been- Yeah, but then,
Forgot
but
the little
even I mean, it would have been like Chaos Hunter. Like, wait, is there? Yeah, it would have been. No, it wasn't lethal. It wasn't lethal anyway.
And yeah.
Yeah, Antox in his Chaos Hunter. Yeah, Godfather. I mean, this card has Antox's name written on it. But yeah, gold sarcophagus. Okay. Of course, that's still a good thing. I mean, that could help. The problem here that I see is, I wouldn't be surprised if he crashes. Yes, because he's completely clogged here. I was gonna say his field is completely clogged. He has to crash the 80s.
Okay, all you need to do, Antox, and I'm not coaching, is to get a third floodgate.
Just-
Another floodgate. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, just not coaching, just floodgate.
If it's like, I already have it. Just you wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a win con, definitely a win con. Like, I don't know.
Like, correct me wrong, those are both floodgate, right? I'm
Yeah,
trying to keep
yeah,
track of
both.
Yeah, they are.
In before
That's
Vision,
really
Vision
rough
Hero.
for a Synchro deck.
Yeah, in before Vision Hero Witch Hunter. Nope, Witch Raider.
Yeah.
Not happening. But yeah, no. I mean, this is a problem. Oh yeah,
Well,
I was gonna say, if he has ballista squads, it helps. So that's actually pretty cool. Still, Molehu on the field. No field spell, but if there is an Element Saber in the hand, there is a instant quick effect Canadia on the field. And getting back the Solitaire that can be useful as well. Main issue I see here is really this Molehu, because if again the Molehu is used, it just like flips one face down and the turn is again over. No matter what he synchros, no matter what he tries to do. So let's see. But there is still one back row, so who knows? Flip Callus now, yeah. So at least that's the cool thing, is that the Solitaire can get rid of the floodgated
Oh, so he just run a little center.
Oh,
You're about to see a
ho.
Black Rose? I've been interested in seeing that.
Yeah, I'll be fun.
He could go for the normal levels then, but I want to see Black Rose here. Oh, that's good. It's okay, I guess. I mean, you could argue the Black Rose isn't really necessary, but I would have liked it.
Yeah.
Get rid of that face down Cockatus.
Okay, so he's doing this. He has to flip it face down. The thing is now, I believe that AL still has... Yeah, exactly. He still has the possibility of going for Spectral Sword. He can do level 6 into level 8 or just directly level 8, yeah.
The
Just gonna
late
go for that.
boost and hope for no spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not in a worse position, even there is a spear.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's pretty good. He was able to get rid of a lot of things. Now he can just ODK over, yeah, the Mole Who.
The problem with not using it now is I believe he could have popped it anyway, like got rid of it and then gone for synchro play.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, he had the Spirit Master in graveyard. That was still an option.
yeah, and even you could have banished like Square Saga itself, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'll send to the grave Square Saga itself. Okay, so pretty good job here from AL playing around everything. Played around the Cow Center, played around the Mole Who and the back row. Sadly, no third floodgate for Antox. Well, I mean, there was one, but
I mean, Saber was the deck. It wasn't the counter pick. It was already there, but
yeah. So Antox is now out 3-2, and now SunClan gets to pick the next player.
oh, it didn't. Oh, I guess it didn't really matter, but yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't use Molly effect, you can just use Squire Saga effect, banish itself, and destroy the Molly Who, right? So
I think you had a couple ways to kill that Molly Hoop before going off with the actual synchro.
Yeah. But then if you kill the Molly Who, you don't have lethal anymore over the Cow Center.
I don't think he had a way to say. Well, maybe book it. No, it doesn't even work. No, I don't think he had a way to survive save that Molly Hoop that turn. Not if the opponent knew what to do. Oh yeah, he doesn't swing over the Molly Hoop then. Okay, I didn't think of that. Yeah, okay, I see now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree the Molly Who was like not needed. Because if the Molly Who is dead, then you can only attack
Then
over
you
the
don't
Cow Center.
actually don't get killed that way. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
And then maybe you get D-roll next turn. That would have been nice.
Yeah. Oh, also thanks guys. We are around 100 people watching here. So of course for Europe it's pretty late.
First
I
thing in
mean
the
it's
morning,
4 p.m. But yeah. Yeah. But thanks guys for like all these people joining for this first match of the day. There are others that are gonna start, I believe, pretty soon. I think HNBot is casting a match in like a few minutes as well. So of course, stay tuned for all the matches that are gonna go live during the day. Some others will be on the main channel here, some on the personal channels of the other streamers. So feel free to stay around, of course, and gather around and see these cool matches of Team Wars before, of course, we all know about it, the MCS later today. But it's gonna be a pretty fun, I mean it's a pretty fun weekend for Duel Links. We have like Team Wars and all this solo competitions as well, so let's see.
Yep.
Still waiting on, so again, they have time to pick, of course, the next player. They know it's Shiranui playing the level 7, I guess that's an info. But other than that, they don't have much except a pretty standard Shiranui.
Oh, they also know it's running its main Lancia, so something worth knowing. Not too unusual, but then it's good to know anyway, because I don't think it's required.
Yep, and we're seeing way too many people in this room. 5 people now. Whoa, this is an after party.
Well, it's because we have
Yeah.
well, two of us, and then the players and the ref.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, so the other guy joined. Okay, cool. So we're gonna see, and it's Arthur. Let's go with this.
The room would be too full. We had both teams wanting to screen share.
Yep. So, yep, just gonna finish updating the scores. And here we go. Arthur versus AL. Is Arthur gonna keep the lead for Sun Clan, or AL gonna tie things up for RAFFLESIA? We're about to see.
Similar opening to last time.
Yep. Again,
Obviously
not
not synchro again. Yeah.
yeah, not synchroing. I guess you're scared of a cosmic cyclone into no model, so makes sense to not go for a synchro right away. You don't want to lose your resources. You want to assess first what your opponent is playing in, or just Ballista Squad is that also works. In both cases, I think the not synchroing is the good play. Even without the Ballista Squad, I think it was still a good idea. Okay, that's annoying. Haiku, always annoying. But
But you know
still,
they're not summoning from deck, but still, it's a shame they opened it because that's when that connects, and then oh, no connection. Okay.
okay, well, actually, not that annoying.
Not anymore.
Yep. Pretty good starting hand here from AL, having all the answers he basically wants in this matchup, so let's see. He still needs to send something in the grave to... Okay, well, sending something in the grave. Here it is.
That's a pretty good spot to be in.
Yeah, he can Synchro 7, then he has the fuel in the graveyard with the Spectral Soul that's already there. Pretty cool setup. Imagine not opening like that. Yeah, oh trust me, it's not imagination for me.
As I believe I was quoting Stevie here, good players always draw their key cards.
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, it's a card game, so play a lot, and if you play well, at some point RNG will be on your side, right? Square Saga effect gonna banish the... Okay, so... Okay, so he has something in the hand. I believe he has a Solitaire. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I was like, wait, banishing the Squire right away? But okay. He has a Solitaire in hand, so that allows him to go Synchro 6, which is really cool because Solitaire was banished, meaning you bring back the Spectral Sword into level 8, into OTK.
He has a synchro grave, so that probably would be OTK then.
Yeah, I mean, he's sending a Synchro right away with the Samurai Saga, and except a Kuribo here.
I guess any kind of Kuribo works here, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but nothing. 4,200 lethal, and AL taking the game. So, I'm not coaching. Hashtag not coaching, but I think there's probably going to be a repeat coming up for Sun Clan here. I'll be surprised if there's not. Gonna check in the chat, of course, but...
I believe they're saying repeat?
Yep. Yeah, which would totally make sense, because I mean the matchup is totally in favor of the Dark Magician, so...
Did they ping for that? Because it might be good to ping. Where's the ref? Alex.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Okay.
being taken care of, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, they know. Okay. Just make sure they want to see it before, so we don't have a snafu happen or whatever. Where it was declared, but no one saw it. Well, I think it would be fine as long as it was declared, but you know, don't want that occasion to happen in the first place.
Okay, so one repeat used and updating the score. So things are tied now. Things are tied. Okay, so let's see, 3-3. And let's go.
There you go.
Yep. If he wants to start. Yes. Okay, so second try for Arthur with his Dark Magician. Is it gonna go any better this time? Well, he's going first this time, which definitely helps. Dark Magician going first, we all know that. Circle, we all know this, and we all know what's coming. And then, Rod, right? Come on, come on.
I don't know, man. I once,
No?
it's actually yesterday. I think I saw
No.
someone on ladder go. Circle add nav, summon rod add circle, set wad. Think
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, yesterday I was in. What was it? I think it was in the Pharaohs, or no, it was before. It was in I don't remember. I think maybe the Pharaohs tournament, or I played against. I think the Dark Magician opened like a circle rod, void trapple, navigation. I was like, yeah.
I
Fun
think in
day.
my case, my opponent actually had the combo and missed the DM. Like he didn't add the DM to hand, or get illusion magic to add DM. He did that next turn.
Okay, this is a pretty good start. Like, I mean, this is literally the start you want. So depending now, we know everything besides one back row. Basically, there's one thing that we don't know, and that's the same for AL that has to play around all this. So still synchroing, not synchroing depends also on the amount of back row he can set. If he can set 3, this is still okay. This is still on. You have to nav.
This is where double nav comes out, and then we're sad.
Yeah, of course, yeah. If it's double nav, it's GG.
Oh, it is double nav. Okay.
Oh yeah, bye, goodbye.
Nice knowing you.
Yep, it was fun. Let's catch up another day. GG. Oh god. It's gonna bring up like a DM in the Kaiku, and this is just completely over.
Okay, I'll try not to call things like that. I have a tendency to do that. It's like, okay, what's the worst thing that could happen? It turns out that they have the biggest happen thing.
Yeah.
I once joked, I think on like I don't know who it was, like we were in a little screen share thing, and I joked that the opponent would have a mono, and then they summoned a mono. I was like, oh okay.
Yeah, not saying anything anymore. Bye. Yeah, no, but here we are seeing the perfect combo. Of course, banishing the tuner, because this way, no way to use it. And I mean, okay, so wait, so he decided to banish the tuner. So he's assuming that there is one back row that's useless, or I was gonna say, or he has a cosmic cycle. And the thing is, this is still okay.
I think he drew the cosmic.
Yeah. Okay, it's yeah, I mean, Ballista Squad not being used because would have been negated, and probably he has like another one, so
Although it's fair to say that, okay, out of the 3 back row, at least one of them is not good here.
yeah. Yeah, it's true, but I guess this way he was setting himself up for lethal 1000%.
Because he had like multiple like Ballista squads, one of them was dead. If he had like a flood, it was dead.
And he went for the pretty aggressive move because he did not go for the Kaiku. Had he just went straight up for, oh, I banished the tuner, assuming, like you said, one backer is dead, and YOLO. So, we'll see. AL is out, 4-3 for Sun Clan. So now they get to pick something that goes against Dark Magician. Where are the heroes?
I've seen that hand with like blue eyes, where it's like, oh, it's triple blue eyes. What do? No way to start.
Yeah, that
I've just seen
happens.
screenshots of like other people opening it. No, I remember that happening with Ancient Gears at one time when I opened like triple reactor and no way to summon any of them.
Yeah, that's always the sad thing when it happens. You're like, yep, okay, cool.
Pass.
Yeah, that's the main reason why Blue Eyes is always having a hard time staying in the meta. Is because sure you can do so many cool combos, especially now with the Malefic edition with the new support that helps the turn 1 way more, allowing you to go like in a first turn.
I
Necro
believe it was
Valley.
a text slot at that point, Godfather. This is months ago.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's the same thing with Blue Eyes. I mean, you have so many monsters that are above level 4. The amount of ways you can break is completely stupid.
I would think Greg on this and ask him how many reactor do you run. I hope the answer isn't 0. Play a different deck.
So now, pretty tough spot. I mean, for both teams, they already used 1 repeat, so it's a pretty early repeat in the match. But I mean, they get 2, so it makes sense. And it was both. I mean, here it was a complete 100% sure repeat. The other one was pretty stressful because repeating Shiranui into Element Saber was kind of yeah, ballsy, I'd say, but worked out. So
I want to say though, if you lose like the counter pick,
yeah,
early on, you almost have to repeat unless your deck's kind of good against it.
Yeah,
you do not want that early lead for the opponent, for the other team.
I agree. I mean, the repeat call was the good one. I was just like feeling weird about the deck that was picked.
Counter, yeah.
Yeah, but worked out. So
It's not that they repeated; it was the deck they repeated with, I guess.
Okay, so I see these players are gonna swap on me. So we're still waiting for the other player. Who is they gonna send? So I think the best call here would be to send heroes. If you have heroes, do not even think about it. Just send the heroes. I mean, they have an amazing matchup. They can just like, well, I mean, they have an amazing matchup because Trinade, but even without Trinade, mass change.
Blast, pretty useful, yeah.
Yeah, you dodge whatever. Even Blast is actually a pretty cool card because if
deny them circle.
yeah, it denies everything. I mean, yesterday I faced I almost got top in the battle phase with DDD, but one of my loss was against the hero player actually that managed to basically have Blast turn 1 on the field, and so every time when I tried to like activate one of my continual spell, he was just like, nope, bring it back to my hand. So it was pretty annoying, of course, but it's Blast is a really cool card in the deck. It allows you to force stuff and then go into bigger monsters. But let's see. I would assume they don't have heroes if they take that much time. And DM is always a tough deck to decide what to send against because there's so many decks where like you're like, oh, well, I have a decent matchup against DM, except if they go turn 1 with the combo. Which, well, they do often.
Be nice, Andy. I know it's hard, but you gotta be nice sometimes. Anyway, I think they've already sorted out who's going next. They just have to get in the room, as far as I can tell. Maybe the person has to log in. Those screens can take a while.
Damn Andy, really annoying. Rip. Okay, so players coming up, and it's gonna be Zelda. Yep.
I do like to double check to make sure I am walking in with the right deck.
Yeah. No, that's always. I always do this.
Even if I already know I'm like the right deck loaded, I just like to check just to make sure I'm not wrong that one time. Well, if it's a grit, it could be a hero, but it could also be a Sidra. Well, probably looking like a Sidra then.
Yep, seems like it. Okay. Haha, well, remember what I said about opening combo.
Yep.
I mean, still, it can be fine for this deck. For Cyber Dragons, going second is okay. If like you have CC, for instance, it's fine. If you don't have CC,
That's a rough spot to be in then.
yeah. I mean, the fusion is still there. There's also the fusion that can help somewhat, getting rid of everything, of course. So it's still a good spot. It's still, I think it's still okay for Cyber Dragons as long as, of course, Zelda opened pretty decently. There's still the repeat, of course, if things go bad, but
This would have been like a hero with a Hatred, it would have been nice.
yeah, of course. Yeah,
Granted, they
there's
probably would
like
have thrown Kaiku and hope that stops you.
Yep.
Which sometimes it actually can, but not always.
yeah, it prevents some stuff for sure. Like Haiku is actually pretty cool. It doesn't always, like you said, prevents everything, but it will prevent like Vion, it will prevent Malicious, so that's that.
It will stop the standard combo, but
Yep.
But they like mass change. It won't, like a bunch of mass changes won't really matter.
Just roll better. But yeah. So, long hesitation here. Okay, this is not the hand I expected.
That's not an opening you want for Cyber Dragon.
Damn.
And I'll have a negate. That's not good.
So no
I'm
cost.
starting to wonder if this is Cyber Dragon or not, because I don't normally see a set from Sidra.
Are we gonna see double nav? Yeah. The only thing I would set is probably fear. But other than that, no idea.
Oh, there's a double nav.
Double nav, yeah. I mean, yeah, you just want the negates, right?
Will we see the double DM play?
I would say so if he has like, I mean, if he had a monster.
It did one or two.
Yeah. The thing is, he has Rod in the grave as well. Well, yeah, okay, that works.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about with the same rarity, like they're
Yeah.
all the same. Granted, in DM, you assume they're running 3. But,
Yeah, well, now that's basically GG. Oh, okay. Again, assuming one of the back row is dead, which is pretty safe to assume, I guess, here against Cyber Dragons.
directly into battle.
Not coaching, this is gonna be a repeat. Arthur winning a pretty bad matchup, so yeah.
Well, this matchup can be coin flippy, but yeah, it usually
Yeah.
probably goes more favor insider normally. Still more coin flippy than I would like, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not the best thing. I mean, you prefer heroes here, definitely. But Cyber Dragons is fine. I mean, Cyber Dragons going first has the matchup, clearly, and even going second, you have the Cosmic, or you are able to, some other way, like, get rid of some of a life point to just go, like, with your skill, and then summon the big guy to, like, it's fine, because if you summon Rampage, then you can get rid of, like, 2 back rows, so you can get rid of the circle before it pops you, so...
It's like they are setting up for another repeat, okay.
Also, if it's in your turn, you're the turn player, so no, you can get rid of the circle before it pops you, but...
Yeah, if they know what they're doing, they will chain the thing quickly and then pop, yeah.
So in your turn you can't, but still. Okay, so... Are we gonna see a repeat? Yes, we're seeing a repeat. So that's the second and last repeat for RAFFLESIA ID.
Also, it looks like maybe a name is spelled? Let's see. Yeah, small, there's no N in Fantimo. All the little names. Something to note.
Oh. My mistakes. Gotta correct this. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, Okay, didn't know to modify this. Wait, gotta update everything first. And let's go. Okay, so this time it's going first Cyber Dragon, so that helps. It's not the best end, but still.
I guess the idea will be a Cyber Dragon hand. Oh, no, Herald. Well, that's still okay.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Although it's about to be a Skull Servant, but no. Yep. Now you hope. Now I'm saying about this Cyber Dragon. You really hope there's one hand now for if you have the Overflow. All Cosmic does help.
Okay, the
Here's a card. Oh, okay.
Cosmic is actually pretty cool indeed. But so there's no model on one side. On the other side, there will be at least one Proto Cyber Dragon if he wants to. Not attacking to not give a second, which makes sense.
I agree with that. Not swinging there.
Yep. So, here he has one Proto. We know at least his first card in hand is not a core. Depends on what he top decked. There's no circle on the other side, so he's pretty free to do whatever he wants. There's no navigation because no card in hand, so I mean, if there's one, it's dead. So there could be so many things. I mean, there could still be like the clash, the quadruples, and stuff like this. Or you can
Herald,
just,
okay.
or you can just Herald. That works. So it wasn't a good hand at all actually to go turn 1 because he had Fear and basically just a Cosmic Cycle. He didn't have Overflow, he didn't have anything.
Now you're 300 off lethal at the moment, so any monster or like a spirited spell will do. No?
Set.
Okay.
Double
Two sets,
set.
okay.
And just attacking. I mean,
No
he's
point not
gonna-
swinging twice because there's your card's already a Skull Serpent.
Yep, doesn't matter. He's just pushing for damage. I mean, it's a pretty bad hand from Arthur. Like, I mean, a Dark Magician player not drawing the combo. What the? So yeah, this is a pretty bad spot. I mean, now there could be overflows also in the back, but I think it's not necessary for Zelda.
Nah,
to
you'd
do
only pop
anything.
one card, so it's not
Yeah,
worth it.
you just go with
Oh, there's
drawing
a core.
core. That's just that. Just draw core, right?
Yeah. And
I
now
mean,
there's not even a reason not to. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
See what he does.
I mean, to be fair, he had no core in starting hand and on his first draw, so it's not that crazy of a draw at the end.
Yeah.
Void ink? Nope. Nothing ink. And Zelda, good use of the repeat. So far, all repeats have been useful from both teams, worked well. 5-4, Arthur is now out. So it's still a pretty close match. I mean, 5-4. Pretty nice.
It's moving along, but they're keeping the score pretty close.
Yep. Definitely. I mean, there is still the little advantage, right, of being able to pick whatever you're gonna send. So as long as you have this slight edge, even when you tie things up, like let's say it would be tied like, I don't know, 6-6, the team that just lost the match still has the big advantage of being able to counter pick. But as much as you go in the match, yeah, you have less and less options to counter pick. Sometimes you just have only bad decks, especially when you're down to like 1-2 players in your teams, sometimes you're just like, yeah, don't have anything good. But here, at least, it was apparently a pretty fast decision. And it's Lordy coming on the field, but wait. So, wait. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Nice. Nice. Crazy name change. Ah, hi Schofield. I thought so. But anyway, let's go. Let's go for this. Schofield is now at the bottom with, well, yeah, it's Schofield, so for those who know him, bringing up the Christrons.
Yeah, I felt like we had to see them at some point, given this team war so far.
Yeah.
All the streaks last week were by Crystron, so
it's actually good.
Take note.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good matchup because, like I already said, I think, but it's I used to believe the Christian matchup was pretty bad against Cyber Dragons, but actually you have a pretty simple way that we're probably gonna see here to win in this matchup, because Overflow and the Fusion looks annoying, but they're not that annoying in the end. So let's see if he does this.
Actually, correctly, there was one streak I recall that wasn't Crystron with Sabers, but other than that, it was mostly Crystron.
Prazortal, just gonna summon a tuner, I guess. Yep.
I guess they to out Sandus for turn 1, they have to go Twin.
Yeah. I mean, Samurai Destroyer is a good thing if you're able to do turn 1, but I mean, the thing is, if you do turn 1, yeah, it's like.
Well, you're also vulnerable to Herald. It's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of things. Plus, Twin is not that horrible to do, I'd say, for Cyber Dragon player going second. So usually you don't want to do that, but you have other options, like actually just the Solfafnir in defense. Already a big issue. Because whether you're gonna do attack into it, cool. You're gonna bring back a tuner. You're gonna what are you exactly gonna do to manage a Solfafnir in defense? So even that is super annoying to deal with. Or you just summon it in attack even, and then only fusions can take him. Hey MasterCard, hi. More A in my name, please.
There's the core.
Okay, core into fear, into search. Yeah, it's a bad matchup for Syedra, definitely, because no matter the fusion you do, will just get turned into defense. Your only real out is to play it slow, and usually either wait for just a good timing / a mistake from your opponent to use the overflow, and that's pretty much it. And of course the impact, because why not?
If you attack, Citri just activates anyway. I guess it forces it, but... Oh.
Okay, this is something I haven't seen in a while, but you can also do it like this.
Yeah.
Quick math, 3 + 2 + 2.
And before it's like, if Overflow search effect once per turn, it'd be interesting if it wasn't, because it would be searched like a couple cards then. It's once per turn, okay.
The thing is, this was doable even if he like, even if he attacked. Could just Metrix, then use the trap to bring back the Citri and have level 7 combo again.
Well, the nice thing about this is he does get a couple searches off the Overflow unless he toggled off.
Yeah.
I would have been tempted to activate one and then like search, but okay.
Yeah, but I mean, but the chances that this turn is not lethal are pretty small, to be honest, because
Yeah, but I still feel like you should have overflowed and then searched.
because there's like Tidesburn that's here. There is also the Prajortal in the grave that didn't use its effect, so I think and Kuribo is gonna be needed here, but
I would have liked to load up that grave personally, but I'll load that banish pile.
Yep. So let's see. Well, here, like I said, you can just synchro and bring anything with Prajortal, and it's basically GG. And even normal summon actually, but
Yordle, Sun Command.
second Swift of Near.
That
Hello.
will do it.
Yes. And GG.
Fair enough. I still think like the chain the overflow might have been for if you lived, you got to follow up as well as what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Was there something I'm missing about what happened? If like no, I had 2 overflows. I think it was fine. Yeah.
No, definitely. And Zelda is out on this. Caulfield taking the game, meaning that it's 6-4 for Sun Clan here. So now they get to pick RAFFLESIA Heidi again, down to 2 players, down to Hayes and I believe Fatima. So they have to see what they bring, but do they have something against Christians? That's always the question. And and no more repeats as well. Let's see. Because that's something annoying usually. Like Christian is this kind of decks where you don't always have an out to it. Because Christian is a pretty complicated deck to play, but when it's played really well, it can face a lot of things in the meta, so you have to have like really something that beats Christian in a reliable way to be able to go through this. Not sure they have that. This could actually be some sort of a turning point in the match, because hard to deal with Christians right now. But still, what would you bring? What would you bring against Christians if you had access to anything?
I joke the mirror counters all, and
Yeah.
but I'm not like am I dealing with like transcendent crystals or SSA? Because one thing in the first question I asked.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, here it's like the Transcendent Crystal version, so...
Probably Sabers, I would guess, because like, it was SSA, I would have to change the answer, but...
Yeah, I agree. I like the... I like it as well, though there's still the impact thing, right? But...
there is, but it's not nearly as bad as the SSA.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. DM with Kaiku. Yeah, that's always the answer, but please in the chat feel free to like give your ideas. What would you have brought? Well, we're gonna see apparently Sabers, so Novomortuus was right, but what would you have brought if, well, maybe Sabers, but if not, the mirror, yeah, maybe, because, well, but against
As I said,
Schofield,
the mirror counters everything.
yeah, exactly. But other than that, I mean, there's not much stuff that I really like. I actually like a Thunder Dragon that's well played and not like just YOLOs in can do well, because Levianeer is annoying to deal with for Christian, especially with the new rules, of course, that forces you to like act before and preemptively, and you cannot just chain to Levini anymore, and that's enough.
Do you see a Prism Mullihu and 2 back row, but like maybe it's live, maybe it's not. It's not too great. Feels would have been nice.
It's a good start. I mean, it's a prismatic Mollyhoo. Yep, important to note.
That makes up for the lack of a field spell.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. Fine. Can even play Cosmic Cyclone now, nobody would have a problem with it. But,
Yep.
yeah. But I mean, the thing is, it's still a good start, because Mollyhoo, like, if you... Now, Schofield is sort of forced to go into, like, some plays where you can get out, you know, double tuner. And so basically, no matter what he flip face down, you still have something you can do. Or at least you force 2 flips. But here, Mollyhoo would need to have like a card in hand, right? Oh, and I didn't change the name, by the way. Just realized that. But yeah, Fatima would need to have like something in hand to do the effect. Because if Schofield is not sensing any delay here, trust me, he's going hard.
Because the opening looks a little weak if there's no delay.
Yeah.
Maybe you really need that floodgate, like a Cosmic.
Oh yeah, that's... This really looks like a I'm not afraid of your field, of your Mollyhoo turn, but... Yeah, it's definitely a I'm not afraid of a Mollyhoo turn. Hello, Sam Destroyer.
I say the Black Rose doesn't seem that good here because you risk the top deck Alistair.
Yeah, Black Rose is tough, and anyway here you cannot. Did he use the Rosenix effect? Yeah, he used the Rosenix effect, so no more Black Rose. But
you're right. Yeah, I was thinking the other effect.
Yeah, no, it's always a thing. As soon as you use like Rosenix or any of the others pop effect to summon, it like says only machine, but. I mean here, like, he clearly saw the no delay. So that means 2 things. That means 1, that no Mollyhoo effect, so no one in hand, I'm assuming. Oh, end phase. Oh, that's tough.
I guess Sabers, a lot of decks aren't a good matchup if you just break, but that's a really
Yeah. This is bad. The set is probably something just dead, like an invocation or something, because...
Better hope it's something... Like
there was no delay, because the thing is, because the thing is, there is no way to like differentiate a Mollyhoo chain, like a Mollyhoo delay, to like a I don't know, lens delay or whatever, or any back row. So, well, except maybe like floodgates, I guess, and stuff. But other than that, you can't really differentiate. So I guess he sensed no delay, meaning probably that this back row is dead completely, and that there was no Saber in hand. It can definitely be void. It can definitely be void, and then wouldn't be used against the Sam Destroyer, because why would you do it on Sam Destroyer? But anyway, void is completely dead in this matchup. Hi, void. Good call, yeah, sir. Have a cookie.
Have a cookie. Oh, and the scoop up.
Yep. Schofield taking the game, and now it's 7-4. Like I said, this really, like, this Crystron taking the game here looks really to be the turning points. I mean, it's not over, but there is no more repeat now, so there's no more possibility for like to replay the Element Saber. So he has to go with second deck. Not sure the second deck is gonna be as good as that versus the Crystrons of Schofield. So pretty bad spot, I'd say, now for RAFFLESIA ID.
He might have a better chance provided he doesn't open the same level where he doesn't brick as bad, but that's still not a good matchup on paper, probably.
You know, definitely. I mean, the brick hurt here, of course, but yeah, now, I mean, it's the thing with Crystron. It's pretty hard to brick with Crystrons. Actually, you have, of course, you run 30 cards usually, or close to 30, so hard to draw into your text, that's for sure. When you run like I don't know, Cosmic Cyclones, Lenses, and everything. It's hard to draw into them. But the bricking is usually not a problem because you have so many starters that are decent. Your only real bricks are like opening your techs and tuners.
I was gonna say, like I don't know how to play crystals that well, but I hear opening all tuners is really bad.
Yeah. That's the one thing. The one thing where it's really bad. And of course, opening with like, if you play Transcendent Crystal, you open with the Crystal Beast that you're running. Also annoying.
And you're
But it's
running
not
two,
as
open
bad.
both.
Yeah, play two of. Yeah. I depends. Usually, personally, in some of the plays, like it's really a matter of like preference, I guess. Some play two, some play one, because like you don't feel like you really need to play like a. Either you're afraid of having like a 2 in the deck and like you draw one, okay, you still have the second, but it doesn't allow you to play one more tech, right? Or you just go with the idea of, well, it's gonna stay in my deck, right? Not gonna draw it. So it's more a matter of opinion than anything, and personal preference.
Seeing a DM probably combo here, so.
Okay, so actually this is pretty good. Like DM going first, full combo is well, I mean it's DM going first, full combos, right? So
Yeah. There's no way he doesn't have a nav.
yep. The thing is, again, here there was already the number summon, so wouldn't expect Schofield to be able to go into like a double tuner field, which is usually what you want. In this situation, but still, well, there's Transcendent Crystal. Okay, I was gonna say if there is still some ways to go into a double tuner field, but not sure he can. He probably needs to, otherwise it's pretty much GG here. Yeah, and thanks a lot for the 110 people here. I guess more and more people are waking up. Well, you were all late compared to novomortuus, who woke up even earlier, but congrats, thanks for all of you to be there, of course. As I said before, there's already one other match, I think, that's live today. I'm not really sure how many there are this Saturday, because of course...
I want to say there were 3 total?
Yeah, I think there are 3 total, but of course, MCS Day, less Team Wars matches, but after this one is concluded, there will be for sure HN Bot is casting a match, if I remember correctly, and the match is already live, so we'll probably just host it at the end of this, so feel free to stay and follow another match, another pretty cool match as well. And yeah, and anyway, Sunday, all the other remaining matches will be there, so be sure to tune in.
Oh, well, there's Lance.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So pretty cool turn from Schofield here, because since he lenses, now he's pretty safe. Like, if you crash into it, there's gonna be a tuner. Tuner is gonna allow to go for the synchro.
Tribute summon Dart Magician. I win.
Yeah. Okay. There's that.
There we go.
Go. Remember what you said about the not calling the bad things thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Well,
Plus, this is more fun. I'm not gonna lie.
but it was still a pretty good play. I mean, it's true that here. Wait, why? Because I didn't check exactly why I decided to do this, but so. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange what he decided to do. I would have still, since he had lens, why wouldn't he just go for tuner play and just summon tuner? I mean, well, the thing is, if you summon just the tuner, your opponent can either wait for you to set something. If you don't, he doesn't do anything, and he just lens. It just banish the whole thing on your next turn. Yeah, it was a tough decision. I guess here was the safest play from Schofield, like except the Dark Magician in hand, right? Because let's say he goes for the tuner and he sets the lens, then his opponent can just go with the navigation in the end phase banish. If he keeps the lens in hand, his opponent can just wait for the next turn. And I don't think he had any way of putting a trap in the grave, because the Christian trap would have been cool. If he puts the Christian trap in the grave and keep the lens in hand, then he's protecting his tuner both ways, but I'm not sure he could do that. Didn't have time to check the logs, but I guess it was the safest play for Schofield, not sure though. But let's see now. Schofield on his second deck, Mythic Depths. Oh well, SSA Christians.
And that would be a very tough matchup for the Sabres, so makes sense.
Yep.
Double Christian, yeah. As illusion, okay, I'd probably suggest combo. I guess, because otherwise you'd search an nav. Or set it up for later, I don't know.
So it's actually pretty cool still having at least the banish right away, right? And I like the fact that Schofield is playing twice his favorite deck, basically.
Not the first time I've seen someone go double Christian. Bad aim, would not have guessed that.
Oh, that's... Okay, that's horrible. Oh. Oof. Holy, that hurts.
Now, do you think he set the illusion, or is that a nav set, is my question.
Bad aim.
He just wanted to deny the summon, was the idea.
Okay.
Oh, there's the rod.
So I guess either it's just illusion set, illumination set, and so there was no nav, and he just wanted to like bait with the prismatic again. Bad aim.
And circle? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he couldn't target. He couldn't target.
Had to have the nav here, surely.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't have nav.
Okay, SSA. Okay, that's cool. He used SSA preemptively at a good timing, because now if there is nav or anything, he can dodge. Okay, so he actually probably set the nav, but just didn't have anything to use it.
Right,
Okay.
right. No monster. Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. There is still one set though.
It better be good.
If the set is lens, it's pretty fine. If the set is the Christian trap, also fine. Well, to a certain extent.
I would say, aren't you in, like... You're not necessarily dead, but you're not in a good spot either.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
The thing is circle banishes, right? So the SSA or the Umi can just go. Well, most likely the Umi.
That's true. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Good stuff. Back row better be a cosmic or something, although I think it would have been used earlier if it was.
Yeah, or just... I mean, it's... The problem is that now there's a Kaiku on the field, so... Okay, yeah. Make... Okay, well,
All in on
at
that
least...
back row.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Drowning
Yeah.
one time, let's go.
I'm guessing lens or the trap. Christian trap or lens. That's my two guesses here.
I mean, those are probably better guesses, but I just want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a safer bet, but I just wanted to see a drowning.
Drowning, yes.
Come in and sweep.
And you just didn't say it because you didn't want to curse it again.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool because at least you take less damage. He still goes to the grave. The Christian trap is now in the grave, so allows you to negate something. Problem is, Kaiku banishes again, so not the best thing. He was potentially hoping, I guess, for some sort of misplay in the order of attack with Kaiku attacking first, which would have been great. He should have took the hit though, like the hit of the first DM. Should have took it, and then use the trap to prevent the damage from Kaiku. I guess this would have been optimal.
Only thing is, you can't really banish anyway, provided he controls Kaiku.
Yeah, yeah, not for sure, but there. I mean, there it allows you. I guess it allows you if you have a Ryan. If you have a Ryan, it's pretty good. Other than that, the match was pretty meh. And I agree in the chat, there was a lethal play for the DM player. Was there though?
I think
Yeah.
there might have been, but
There was-
with the rod.
Yeah,
So,
there
yeah.
was attacking with the rod, then he summons it back, you use Nav. I mean, the problem is if you use Nav, then he chains the trap. Oh no, he doesn't chain the trap because there wouldn't be any monster banish. Well, he would have SSA anyway, I guess. So there would have been a trap. So he had ways to survive, I guess, somewhat.
When do you go after the DM or the Kaiku here?
Mm,
It is a nav set.
I
That'd be
guess
really
I guess
important.
you really want to get rid of the Kaiku because it blocks all your combos.
Problem is now, even if there's no nav, rod search impact. Of course there's a nav, but you know, rod search not impact, search expansion, kill Sam. But
Yeah, but the thing is now navigate circle is gonna banish Sam, so Sam effect
Yeah.
is gonna trigger. Meaning you can bring back the tuner, for instance, and be actually pretty safe. Because now you can go into Insectron, which is a
Yeah.
good spot. I mean, it's
Yep.
it's definitely a good spot.
Mike's still working on this. You gotta mute it for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So let's go here. We are gonna see the Insectron for sure. Gonna come up, gonna prevent any destruction, anything, sending back the Tidesman to the deck as well, and the Ryan. So that's pretty helpful as well. Insectron gonna chill on this turn. There is still one back row though on the other side for Fatma, but let's see. Like Quarion would be, of course, the best thing here. Remember, guys, that in this little graveyard there is this beautiful Christian impact, making it that can't really target. So no matter what it is, no targeting. Void
The
is
only
not
thing
the
I
best thing.
think that would stop that is an
Yeah.
expansion, because it would make
Yeah.
all the DMs immune to it. So you're banishing nothing.
Mm.
Although I think it would actually probably go for Grave then at that point, but yeah. Does it
Okay, so
target
this-
advance? Does it target? Whatever. He can block it.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Level 2. Okay, so he's just gonna go pretty slow here. Just waiting. A metrics play ready. Okay.
I take it the opponent does not have the expansion, or
Mm.
you could throw that down if you had it.
Yeah, well, I think Matrix is also annoying. Like it was said in the chat, there are two navs for negates. There is the Magician Rod that you can use to like chain block your opponent, and so the Christian Trap.
Wish he play expanded. Fair enough. He might not play it.
Mm.
I mean, he has it, now's probably the time. You have
go.
delay.
Well, if there's expanded now,
This would be pretty good.
yeah, I wouldn't have someone in attack. That's for sure.
Not if he has two buns, that's all I'm saying. If he ran two, and he had two of them,
Yeah.
then he'd probably have trouble outing the third, the actual 3K guy, but you know.
I'm calling a Void Trap hole set. Not coaching, just calling.
Yep. Well, a D would be funnier if he didn't like clear his board or whatever.
In before wall D.
Yeah. There's a Sentry, probably going for, I guess, a Black Rose.
Yeah. Thing is, if it's Void, then it's a tough call to do Black Rose, but maybe he has only that, right? Thing is, you are losing here the Amatrix floating
that's
thing,
flat.
so... Ooh, the World Legacy. Well... Yeah. Well, that clear
Illusion
things.
too.
Oh, Illusion.
Pretty sweet.
Yep. Pretty nice. I mean, okay, Rosenix. Does he have... Doesn't have Pressure Order in the grave, so I guess this is just like I'm protecting myself play.
Looks
Yeah.
like it.
Which is not enough, because DM comes back.
And any spell trap gets another DM if you had like a Ebola. And that's the one you don't want to see circle.
Yep, no draw, but still.
Doesn't matter in this game state, you need double Spirit Revo and then you're at 100. Or-
Mhm.
I guess they could, I don't think they play Kiteroid, but you know, if they had
Yeah.
Kiteroid. Oh, because that counts the Crystron, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it does. But
Still
doesn't
need
change.
Kiteroid to live though.
Yeah. Yep, and it's GG, and well, it's coming back. Schofield eliminated 7-6, still ahead a bit for SunClan, but not that much. They get to counterpick now. They have 2 players left. They have Date and Yasser. Yasser, who got a cookie earlier for people with theirs, so he's stronger. Let's go. So 7-6. Schofield is out with his Creastrons. Tough matches, but nicely played, I believe, from both players. Pretty intense.
Bad aim really did actually help early,
Yeah.
like that bad aim early on.
Yeah, but you see though the recovery potential of Creastrons. Like he had nothing. Like there was a lethal earlier, I guess, for the DM player potentially, depending on how Schofield would have reacted to some plays. But there was a lethal, I believe, for DM earlier. but in the match. But still, you see the recovery potential of Christian's here.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we could eliminate like him having expanded, but Clash like really hurt. That's fair enough.
So 7-6. Who's gonna be the next player? We'll see. It's a DM, so you again. Do you have heroes in the 4 decks left? Do you have Cyber Dragons? I guess works. Or do you just gamble?
Yep, once you get down to the wire, you start losing options. I sometimes comment like in my wars, like, okay, they're down to 1 player. They have a binary choice. How can it be that hard? Go. Yes, they're coming in.
Yep. And let's go.
A mirror, maybe? Or maybe, I don't know, what does Jesser play? Like, does he play Black Wings? I think he does. I don't know if I see it here, but I think he plays it.
Duel.
Could be mirror. Oh, there's a hero. They saved it.
Yep. So heroes without a simple like a HNA play right away, but still.
Stratos plus Mass Change would be really good here.
That Stratos, yeah, pretty good plan. I mean, heroes has the matchup. That's a given. But let's see. I mean, we've seen other matches in this war where like matchups were reversed during the duel. So let's see. There is still 1 repeat for Sun Clan though, so that's important. This hero player could repeat. Yasser could repeat his deck. Let's see, so the usual play, of course, going increase summoning.
Now, we haven't seen a Nab play yet, which I do find somewhat notable. When would you do it? I think doing it now, but no.
I guess if you can do Kaiku, you can do it
my
now.
thing, it's like, yeah. Or maybe you just want that value off the banish because you don't think they don't have mass change. That's also a possibility. I don't know.
Well, the problem is, yeah, if you do it earlier, there is still the increase that can just chain, right? Increase being a quick effect, so it's not the best thing. To me, that's the perfect timing is now, basically.
Well, about to find out.
But he needs a Vian play. What? Okay, so that's the problem. Is this is a cost?
Oh yeah.
So
Too late now.
yeah. No, there's a fuse. Gonna go for Adoration.
I would not expect a Tyranny because that doesn't seem good here with no monsters.
Yep, no, but like Adoration does though. Adoration with also summoning Malicious from the grave. That sounds pretty comfortable. And 2 cards in hand. Could be like, I don't know, mass changes.
Could be.
And on top of that, you have a Celestial in the grave. So not this turn, but next turn you have double draw, providing no Kaiku. But
Yeah. The opponent is thinking on that one. Or maybe he does have mass change. I don't know. I feel like a bit of delay on the opponent though.
Let's go. Adoration hitting the field now, of course, as any hero turn 2, threatening lethal, as always, but still 2 sets on the other side for Fatma. Let's see if he can come out of top. It's 7-6, so this a win for the M player here would be tying things up, but doesn't look like this so far. Malicious gonna hit the field as well, in defense though.
What tech have we seen? Do you consider Clash attack? Oh, bad aim, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen bad aim.
There's the nav. Okay, he had
Bad
the
aim
play.
would actually be cool if you mass change. Bad aim the target.
That'll be fun.
Of course, you're not reacting to this with any mass change. You react to the circle targeting. Let's see.
Problem here is that Kaiku doesn't do anything, or not yet, so because he's a little late. Could do stuff later, maybe. You really think there's no mask, or have a something used like Clash or bad aim?
I would be very surprised if no mask here. Form change or anything.
Ah, yes, form change. That would go into a Dion, I believe.
Yeah, well, yeah. But not everybody plays it, but we'll see. So circle gonna attack. Okay, so now bad aim, no bad aim. Bad aim, no bad aim. No bad aim. Okay.
Wait, is there a Clash then?
Yeah, that could work.
And
Nope.
if so, is there a second mask in hand? Well, there is now.
Yeah, 3 mask is lethal.
Imagine him like searching like a glossy and then playing a Prisma or something like that, and then it's like, oh, okay, he has 3.
And I just
I feel like you only swing here together
Attacking.
for a mask.
so not attacking.
I feel like you'd only be card to swing if you had the third magic mask. So, makes
Yeah.
sense. And 2 Kaiku on board is really nice.
Okay,
Not
but
2 Kaiku,
illusion
2
magic.
2 Anki on board is really nice, yeah.
Yeah. Here though, illusion magic gonna allow to go into probably another navigation if that's what's set, which is probably the case. Question is, you can only banish 1, so there is still an Enki on the field that's bigger than any DM. So I think you still have to go for it. But
Nice work. It is
there's
working.
better. Yeah. Yeah, of course, the 2 DMs. Probably gonna see a navigation now. Of course, navigation. Well, the cool thing though is at least there are gonna be 2 DMs on the field. Well, no, 1 DM and Kaiku, I guess. So for some time, the navigation can negate stuff. Problem is, you can just attack with Enki, right? But there will be only an Enki on the field. So yeah, that on top is really cool. The Kaiku is gonna get rid of the Celestial in the grave at least, and some other annoying card. I guess an
Now, that
increase.
stack would have been nice, but he did have to shuffle with the nav, so that's the thing.
Yeah. Malicious, okay. Well, Malicious was already used, so I guess you could. Yeah, getting rid of an increase was pointless because it's chaining. But yeah, let's see. I still
I agree
believe.
with banishing Celestial.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, the Celestial for sure. I'm still on the fence with the fact that he waited so long for the first navigation.
Right. He could
Feel
have been more
like-
proactive and stopped some of this.
Because I mean, Adoration was not that much of a big deal, so he would have had a mass change in hand. But Kaiku would have stopped a lot of stuff though. So I don't know. I don't know how good. I can't imagine the field, but I think it would have been pretty okay with an earlier Kaiku.
I was adding one hand, it's like I don't even pop that circle. Fair enough. You just going for game, probably. Yeah.
Yep. Well, the thing is, he has to attack the DM because otherwise navigation can prevent. Yeah, okay. The mass change. But here there will be none of that. Just targeting increase, because why not? Doesn't change anything. In the combo, mass change here. And you can just crash, yep, and then go for double attacks. This plus the mass change in hand. And this is most likely, because I don't see
It's
Karibo.
guaranteed unless you DCs because there's a DM in hand.
Oh yeah,
Not
oh yeah,
mistaken.
it's true, it's a DM.
Yeah, we know
And
it's
GG.
lethal.
Yep. So it goes Yasser taking game, and now it's down to the last player for RAFFLESIA. Only Hayes now has to go 4-0, 4-1 to win this whole thing.
Not impossible. It can be done.
Yeah,
But
no,
not the
definitely.
thing you want to be in.
Yep.
You don't want to have to do it. It's just nice. It's nice if you can do it, but you don't want to have to.
Yep. 8-6 now, but still RAFFLESIA, like on the first week, putting up a really good performance. So, like, let's see, this match is not over, but definitely RAFFLESIA doing a great match as well. Sun Clan, same of course. Pretty tough match, and that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it was pretty back and forth, and then you got a slight lead and pulling ahead, but it's not over yet.
No, I think it's just they're holding on to this slight lead, as you're saying, for the entire match, basically. They just have this little lead, and that's it. Well, let's see. Now they're basically going to be down to, like, I don't know. It comes down to the last two decks. I'm not sure there's any, like, the last deck that can really counter heroes. Maybe they kept one. Who knows? We'll see. They don't have much choice anyway here, except with which deck is the best. I guess which deck you want to keep, if there is any.
Yeah.
So we know it's Haze. We know there are no more repeats. So yeah, the deck choice could be important because you want to pick a deck that first, of course, win versus heroes, but as well you want a deck that can potentially then streak, or at least you want the second deck to potentially be good against other stuff like the counter of the first. So it's important to pick, and let's go. Decision was made. We're gonna see how it goes.
And looks like it's probably Christians.
If it's like, it looks like a 30 card deck, yeah. So yep, gonna be Christians, and they're going first. Christian's actually good against hero. You're only real out with hero being Plasma, to be honest.
Even then, if it's like the SSA, certainly the SSA build can out Plasma, I understand.
Yeah, the SSA build can. But Plasma is still really annoying because, like, negating all effects, so you have to do combos without relying on your field monster effects. So it's not the best thing, but still, SSA definitely manages it. Also, like, you have, for instance, like just Cosmic Cycloning the equip to Plasma and then attacking over. Perfectly works. So there are still outs, but I'd say the hero player though, without Plasma, pretty complicated matchup.
Well, he's open pretty well there.
Yep, but definitely. And a Prismatic Stratos, holy hell.
Go for that Plasma, makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, this could be OTK though.
Could be.
Because the problem is, let's say you use the effect of C3 early, like now basically, you just give a 2500 metrics to Plasma.
Yep.
Or you Lancia. But Lancia doesn't
And
stop
then,
Plasma.
and, like, then what? Yeah.
A little bit of an early Lancia, you prefer him to send into the grave first, because here it gives him the option to not send Malicious, because that could have been a play. Just send Malicious, then banish Malicious to summon the other one. Here he knows he can't do it, so potentially can go for a Celestial. So a little bit of an early one would have been better to toggle on, use after the banish.
All it takes is like Plasma Mass Change, and it's
Yep.
pretty much over. Unless he has like a Spear Creator or something in the hand.
Yeah, which would be surprising, I'd say.
Better
Yeah.
toggle off it, that's true.
Is there...
Play by the looks of it.
Nope.
No mask.
Okay, so now it's the tough thing for Hayes, is that he needs to be able to go through this. So of course he can activate all the effects he wants from the hand, from the grave, and on top of that he can also use Sulfafnir on the field, because Sulfafnir destroys himself instantly, so Plasma doesn't have the time to negate it. So that works. But
Himself.
yep, so that's the combo. The main thing here is that Plasma is only 2150. So a
Right,
lot of
fully
the
run off.
synchros go over.
It's
Now
not a
he
good
would-
spot for Yasser, in my opinion, as far as I can tell.
Yeah,
Looking ahead in further turns.
level 3, yeah, that's actually a really good thing. Okay, this is pretty cool. We're gonna see Sam Destroyer. Sam Destroyer gonna get rid of the Plasma, most likely, providing no Kuribo, of
It's not
course.
possible to see a Spear Creeper here.
Yeah, I mean, oh wait, well, it's Sam Destroyer, so why
Well,
Kuribo?
it's also Plasma. Plasma negates Sand Destroyer right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. God, so many negations.
Yeah. I negate your negate.
That negates my negate. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that would be called protections literally here. No. Kuribo. I like how Sam Destroyer effect activated when Plasma was dead.
Okay, when now Plasma's dead, it now gets the fact, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but Vian, there's still a lot of OTK potential here. Now this sending Malicious now. Thing is that now he has the Celestial Engrave, so the double draw is possible. There is no Lancia, because would have been used here, of course, to prevent this. And then setting 2.
Go for that search.
Okay, yeah, okay. Setting 2 goes for Celestial. Gonna draw 2. And then I would be surprised if no TK with 4 cards. Like, I mean,
Well, he still has the Poly Search if he didn't draw it, so that's the thing.
Okay, Poly was already in hand, that's why. Well, Adoration?
Seems good here.
Yeah, you don't really want to Trinity a Samurai Destroyer, because issues. Of course, Adoration play.
Not lethal, but it's still a good spot to be in.
Yep. There is no mass change. They were both cards were set.
It could still be a mass change, it just can't be activated.
Yeah.
The turn set.
Okay, that's a pretty cool top deck. Scrap Recycler is actually pretty nice. You can again go into a combo and prep your field. I guess the problem is now even let's say you a Matrix, a mass change into direct attack from Enki is still lethal. So I'm assuming here, if you can, you want to go offensive and like Quarian. That's, I don't see, like a defensive play here doesn't work anymore. So you want to go aggressive, you want to Quarian, which is, I believe, doable.
Part of the problem is I'm doubtful on those those cards being mass changes. Because they would have gotten late last turn without the other plays, I believe.
And I don't think, yeah, there's no way, sadly, to go for the full play here and to go for the Quarian. No. Cosmic Cyclone, that hurts. I mean, there is still no metrics, but if there is a mass change, it's over, basically.
And only like a 3 out of 7, assuming the back row is not one. 4 out of 7, he runs form change. Yes, Eric, that's fair enough. It had to be something that probably wasn't a mask.
Yeah, most of your Cyclone, yep.
A lot of egg in there. What is the Christian player? Does the Christian player always need a turn maybe? I don't know. To stabilize, if he could.
Yeah, I mean, if there,
Got a
like,
graveyard.
for sure there's no mass change here, because, I mean, if there was one, it's over. So, I mean, well,
Well, attack over, yeah. Attack
yeah,
and then
because
activate, then it's over, yeah.
because there is no, I was looking if there was, like, the problem is that there's no level 4, like the Rosenix is vanished, so
There's Stratos, okay.
yep.
Does he run double plasma is my question. No. Not many people do, so that's fair enough.
Yeah, this is Quarian. Well, okay, so now, yeah, Matrix. So no mass change. Oh god, no mass change for Yasser. This is bad though. Now, because now it's Quarian. I mean, it should be. It should definitely be Quarian. Like,
See.
let's C3. Well, there are no more C3s, but there is this. So he just needs a level 3 from hand. Not
Switching
having
to
it,
attack.
God. Both players sort of Pippy handing.
That's not good.
Yep. The thing is now there is an
Now
Insectron
it's,
play. So
okay, yeah.
So Insectron allows you to survive through anything, but
What are the chances that the other 3 cards are in the deck are mask?
I have a feeling
And maybe a
that
form
they're all
change.
there.
And maybe a form change.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. Okay, so forcing, of course, the powered Insectron here. So the thing is, It's still okay for Yasser. I mean, he's threatening lethal pretty much every turn with like just a monster and a mass change, but thing is now he has a lot of monsters in grave. I'm not sure how many actual monsters he has in his deck, because we're seeing like 2 Inquiries are in the grave, 1 Stratos, the other one is on the field, 1 Vion in the grave, other one on the field. We're seeing 2 Fires in the grave, 1 Malicious.
He could legit run out of monsters here.
Yeah.
Have
That's
the,
so malicious.
the card in hand.
I only see 3rd Stratos. Only thing I see. Potentially in the deck, not coaching.
Only thing, he only needs to get off 1 hit and it's over, so. With like a, with a mass chain monster, so.
Hmm.
Even, like, it's not really a point to use increase here.
Like a mass change gonna come out.
I do agree with that, given given
Oh,
the play, because
the lens.
it
Is there another
unfortunate.
mass change? No.
Nope. Well, all he needs to do is draw. I do agree with setting it because we knew he had the power Zetron play, so. Oh, and that would mean that's. Ooh, that's probably it now. That's a. Unless he has something, unless his backer or something he's been holding on to. Yep, that's game.
And Hayes taking
2
the
more
game.
mass
Well,
changes in the deck, yeah. If he drew one of the 2 cards, like he had a 50% chance to win there.
yeah, and there's no repeat here because Yasser already won a game before, so.
I do not believe that was time limit. If it was time limit, the game was probably over anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, this was over.
Because no more monsters, I don't know what that backer was, but I can say it was not Mask. So.
Yeah, that's for sure it wasn't.
And if he had a foreign change, that would mean that he drew the only card that lost in the game. That's not true. Foreign change would have lost in the game too, but because he couldn't use it without an extra monster.
Match is tough. God. Yep. 8-7. Still more than 100 people watching. Thanks a lot, guys, for still being here. And, well, I think you're hopefully enjoying the show, because I think we both are. It's a pretty cool match here. Both teams showing pretty nice and strong plays. Decent lineups. I'd say I'm not surprised by anything. Maybe so far the lack of heroes from like RAFFLESIA ID, but I mean maybe they have no whales. Because you need to pay a lot to have this deck. So, but other than that, I mean pretty stable lineups, good plays. Okay, so let's see. 2 sets, okay, not the best. Christian turn 1 play. I've seen better. Oh, and Discord decided to crash. Okay, back.
You're back now.
Yep. Now it seems fine.
Zero noise, okay. I don't think that's what you want. Is 2 backwards what you want against Jiro. Here.
Yep. I mean, okay, Shira is pretty cool. You got the Sensaga attacking 2,500. Yeah, this looks just like basically a break. I mean, doesn't happen often with Christian, but when you break, god damn it, you break. Okay, so
Going down
here,
to 500.
yeah, Here, Cosmic Cyclone, you basically hope for, I guess, any plays here. Transcendent Crystal, okay, is this gonna be with the new card he drew? Oh,
It is.
Sulf, that's pretty cool.
It's like, provided it would be so sad there's no Crystal on hand. Easily which one he wants to pitch. Inbound, okay.
Yep. So let's see. Pretty, yeah, standard plays here. Can go into the Sam Destroyer if he wants to.
Fortunately, that one back row still has to be good, doesn't it? Because,
Yep.
the follow-up turn.
It's actually cool to go into Sam Destroyers because then, like, let's say you go to Synchro 8 for the Shiranui player, let's say Yasuo goes for Synchro 8, it's not enough, right? Because
It's 3k versus reduced Sand Destroyer.
oh yeah, it would be
But there is a
reduced
Sentry to
one.
protect him, so that's a thing.
Yeah, it would be if it's just a reduced one, so it would still be lethal actually, but
But
yeah.
there is a Sentry to protect that, so... Thankfully, if he had no Sentry, this would be over. If that one back row doesn't help.
let's see.
Now, there's probably a bunch of monsters in hand, is one thing to note. Maybe a back row he was drawn.
Yeah, let's see, because I mean the situation is still decent, I'd say. For both players, they can still do a lot of combos. Even, I mean, 500 life points sure for Haze, but it's Crystron's. Like, pushing for this 500 left, it's not that easy. Really not that easy. You have, like, especially for Shiranui, I mean, you have,
Right.
of course, the same play over and over. Here's gonna be something that you have to keep in mind, though, is if he can go for level 10 here in this turn, if there is new rules or CG rules applying, so let's see how how Haze end all that, but would be surprised that it doesn't do it the good way. And anyway, I mean there is a Sam Destroyer on the field, so are you really worried? No. Okay, banishing on top of that. Okay, banishing the Esquire to get more draw. He wants, of course, more back row because he's clearly lacking. Let's see. Level 10, okay. So the thing is now, what's gonna happen is...
It's over, isn't it? Because, yeah. Yeah, I see what you were saying.
Yeah. Well, the thing is now, one of the two effects still triggers. The search, the floating, will trigger because the card is still sent to the graveyard. But the switching to defense one does not. Because your monster is not considered on the field at any point, or at least not considered on the field the moment the card is supposed to resolve and is checking for condition. So, oh, what? No, that doesn't work. What?
Oh,
wait.
that's... yeah. Rip.
Wait, does he have a level 3 engrave? Because we're talking, but did he even had an Metric
He did have a level 3, he had the Panther,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Oh yeah, he has the
Yeah, it's
Panther.
cat.
Okay, so this will not work. This is not working because you destroyed the Insectron during the chain. Insectron is not triggering, and this is lethal here. Oh god damn it. No, hey, who says that? Who's saying I'm coaching? Nobody listens to me here. I could coach all day.
He suggested why it wouldn't work, and then he makes a worse play. Rip.
Cause he could just go like could he?
Provide Telephoneer?
Wait, well the thing is if he was doing it before, there would have been no turn into defense play, and he wouldn't have. Yeah, it depends on the back row because, like, basically the thing is, Yasser had no reason to target the Sam Destroyer, so
Mhm.
he would have needed, Hayes would have needed to get rid of one of the cards he had on the field to basically like, or turn into defense. I guess he didn't really have an out to it. Well, now that I think of it, because he couldn't put it in defense because Ametrix wouldn't chain it. The effect wouldn't resolve. He couldn't Insectron either because same effect wouldn't resolve. So as
He
long
could have
as
shotgunned an Exetron. That was about it, I think.
yeah, shotgun the Insectron. That's the only play he could have done, and he had to actually to survive. So the shotgunning Insectron was the only thing. Agreed. Are they already in game? Yes. So it's 9-7. Hayes down to his last deck. But yeah, the shotgunning Insectron was the only play. Here it was too late.
Duel.
We're going for a mirror, okay.
Yep.
Guess you don't have much of a choice, but you know.
Yeah, but Hayes is going first, so that's actually pretty cool. Squire Saga is pretty good in the matchup, actually. Put some pressure on the back row of your opponent. Hoping though that he has back row here because just a Squire Saga
Might
is
not
not
be
amazing.
great because
Okay.
if they have their own Squire, then they make level 6 and it's bigger.
Thing is, okay, he's banishing the Squire just to get more search going on and maybe like thin the deck into finding more back row. Hesitating on what to send, seems like.
Hopefully that means they're all good and not like all bad.
Yeah.
Lancey, okay, I'm gonna make the assumption that they're pretty good then.
Yeah. Yeah, Hayes ahead just by being first, but we're gonna see Squire probably into like a Spectral Sword from deck into level 6 Synchro, if no disruption. Let's see, seems to be like some sort of delay probably on Hayes' side, but decided to let go with the synchro play here. He discarded Lencia, so that could either mean that all the other cards are better than Lencia, or that he has a second one. I kind of agree on the Floodgate being better than Lencia, that's for sure. So, let's see. Here the question is how many back rows? Is Yasser able to like set multiple? Hoping yes, because otherwise, well, there are a lot of little potential. Just because Squire Saga.
Okay, let's see.
And this music from Shizu Ishtar, the most heard music in the game. Yeah, no back row. Okay, this is problematic. Let's see, I would guess Solitaire Squire in hand. I would... because he kept this card on instead of Lencia, so I'd call one of the two. But the thing is, you have a level 7, so you cannot just go into the level 8 or whatever. Let's see. And of course we have to keep in mind that Yasser on the next turn has, if he survived this, has a level 6 from the grave that can be done. Even a level 8 if... Okay. That works.
Let's use
Lancia.
them.
That's gonna keep Yasser safe this turn, most likely.
I would guess that the opponent also has another Lancia because he pitched one, but nope, doesn't look like he does. Let's use that one.
Yeah, okay, that was expected. He kept it in hand over Lancia, so definitely was a Squire. He can go into level 6, push for some damage. Does he want to do it? Not even sure because he gives the normal can resist. So I'm not sure Hayes want to do that. And if he just gets rid of the level 6, well then it's potentially Shogun Saga. So yeah, as I thought, just passing this. I would tend to give the advantage to Yasser now because he has, sure he has no back row, but he has like most likely square in hand. He can right now take some sort of advantage probably, or at least go on the offensive with what he has in the grave. Can just go for like a Arcfiend, the skull, zombie skull one to be protected, which is most
Maybe get that additional draw, maybe that'll be what he needs.
Yep. Exactly. The Arcfiend zombie skull coming on the field now. All these monsters, zombie monsters at least, are protected from destructions by card effects. So that's of course pretty cool, especially in this matchup. That means no Ballista squad. That means, well, I mean even Sun Saga actually. But yeah. Pretty good situation. I believe he still needs though to have some stuff in hand that would be useful. Okay, discarding the Squire. Give some info again, but Squire at least will allow potentially next turn to go through the deck again to draw better cards. And Mia, I thought he had no back row.
Here comes 3. Would not have guessed that either. Maybe he's playing on Cosmic earlier. That's a possibility.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Cosmic.
Yeah, I guess now he sees
Double
that.
Cosmic. He was correct to play around it, turns out.
Yeah. That actually hurts. Banishing double Findish Chain. Double Findish Chain banished here. So one left. I think that's the thing, is he was afraid of like CCs. So because of course no roll. So now that the first normal turn has passed, and he has been able to like basically do the synchro, he's okay with getting a normal tool on just a Squire, which is actually okay, because as long as it's not the tuners, it's kind of fine to get the normal effect. And now he had like 3 sets, so he was like, at least if things go bad, I at least have 1 set. Never mind.
I was not going to say they're Cosmic, but it looks like it anyway. Goes for Arching Zombie Skull of his own.
Yeah, now Squire sending Findish Chain. Can just trade here. I think that's probably the ideal play, like this. And you can now destroy this in defense. You don't care about it anymore. There are no tuners in the grave, so kind of
This would be an
problematic.
unfortunate time for him to draw the one that revised, or for the opponent for him to draw that one.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, there is no lethal so far. Like, there is no level 2 tuner in grave, so this is only 2,500 damage.
No, that's
Only.
900. No, you mean their opponent? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Fortunately, that no mortals will get value if there's no play here.
Yep. Yeah, sadly, I mean, Econ take, well, yeah, but if you have the space to play Econ in this deck, perfect time to top deck Squire. Yep.
Wouldn't the other, like the one that revised in Grey work too? Yeah, it would.
Just passing, okay. Well, it was the perfect time to take Squire, to draw Squire ND, but didn't happen. So of course attacking, no problem with the no model. 900 life point left, so can't get no model anymore. And one set. So does he have anything, or are we gonna go to 9-8? Okay, one monster set. Is that it? So like now he just needs to draw a monster. Basically, any monster is good. Almost any. Well, you know, actually, any monster is good.
Yeah.
Is he gonna attack into this? I guess you do. No, even if it's the level 4, the tuner. Yeah. Even if it's the tuner, you still attack. You have 2 back rows. Now there is an option though. Oh yeah, okay, that's actually cool. If it goes through, he would have probably preferred to have a samurai skull here, because this here you can prevent it.
Yeah.
Your floodgate, well, I mean, yeah, this. Cool. At least the level 2 in the grave stays, because no mortal can resist.
Just turned off, yep. Unless you can get another 4 life points in. Or down.
Okay, level 4. But actually, Guzugi has too much defense with 800, so you can't just go with this. Even the level 2 that he's gonna summon here doesn't have enough attacks. So this is still not lethal, and if you destroy the Guzuki, it allows for Synchro 6 next turn, so
Yep. See what he does.
level 8. Oh wait, does he have...
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, probably I think he sees it. He might anyway.
Yeah, okay.
He does see the play, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Summoning
now
back.
that back row better be good now.
Oh, Ballista Squad.
That would do it.
What a Ballista here. And this...
That doesn't do anything here. But yeah.
No. It just... I mean, it's setups for next turn. If there is one. But...
If there is a next turn, yeah.
Because now there's gonna be Synchro 6. Oh god, this duel. So
I'd be
let's see.
amused if Gozuki banished a Skull Servant, but I think it has to be...
Oh,
okay.
this Cosmic Cyclone at a perfect timing here. This is the draw you wanted against the Finnish chain. Oh my god, yes. He just needs a monster basically in hand, and that's over. And it would be surprising if it's not one. So
And it's a Hotness.
80s, and it's the Solitaire. Yep, this guys is over. Yasser taking the game, and Sun Clan taking the war. 10-7. Good job. Good damn job to Yasser here. A really nice duel to finish this.
And now we guess we ask if they want to interview.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even know. Because I was away for last season, so do they even do interview anymore?
Oh, they
Maybe
still
they-
do.
Okay, cool. Well, if anyone,
We,
of course, from Sun Clan wants an interview, let's go.
I'm not actually sure how you add them to the They go to the interview waiting room. I'm not sure how we pull them into the booth. I guess we could jump there if it all's filled.
I guess any referee can put them.
That's probably true, yeah.
Let's see. But anyway, it was a really cool match. I mean, we saw like really cool duels from both sides. Really cool players. Really cool decks. So I'm not sure if anyone wants to do an interview. I mean, But other than that, I mean, yeah, pretty nice duel. Sadly, Hayes didn't manage to clutch it. But it was almost the case. I mean, this Ballista squad is the end. God damn it.
Yeah.
Goddamn Ballista squad and Yasser taking this, and so, yep, they didn't get to play here. So it seems like, which is fine, but it seems like nobody wants to do an interview. Cowards.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine. Cowards. So yeah. Well, I guess that'll be it for us. Thanks a lot, of course, to the players, except to the scared cowards ones who don't want to get interviewed. But no, just kidding. Of course, thanks to both teams. Thanks to all the more than 100 people that tuned in. Hope you enjoyed the war. Thanks, of course, Novomortuus for casting with me. And yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, and thanks, of course, to Alex, the referee of this match. Alex the Pow, Alex the Bread. You all know him. Thanks a lot. And we're changing now. Let's host another match.
Yep.
Peace, guys.